The Texas sun baked the small town of Medford with its usual southern charm. At first glance, it was a regular Wednesday in Sheldon Cooper's world. His schedule as precise as the ticking of a cesium atomic clock. But little did he know, something utterly unexpected was about to interrupt his equations, disrupt his theories, and shake the very foundation of his predictably ordered life. Sheldon was in the library of East Texas Tech, his nose buried in an astrophysics journal, when the automatic doors slid open behind him. He didn't look up. His policy on distractions was ironclad. But then came a voice, smooth and sarcastic, that seemed to vibrate in the air like a well-played piano chord. "Excuse me, kid. You wouldn't happen to know where I can find the, quantum mechanics section? I'm looking to impress a date with some intellectual fluff." Sheldon blinked twice and slowly looked up. The man standing before him was wearing a Hawaiian shirt, unbuttoned halfway down his chest, sunglasses on indoors, and a smirk that could stop traffic. He was holding a coffee cup in one hand and what appeared to be a screenplay in the other. "I'm sorry," Sheldon said, pushing up his glasses, "but this is a university library, not a set for a low-budget beach movie. Are you lost?" The man chuckled. "I've been told I'm a walking beach movie. Name's Charlie. Charlie Harper. Now, if you're a fan of CBS sitcoms, that name should ring more than a few bells. Yes, that Charlie Harper, piano-playing jingle genius, serial womanizer, and one half of the 2.5 Men trifecta." But what was he doing in young Sheldon's world? The meta-multiverse collides. The answer lay not in logic or even television scheduling. It lay in a brilliantly orchestrated meta-cameo that no one saw coming. See, this wasn't just a gimmick. This was a gift from the CBS gods to fans who had been following both shows for years. On paper, there's no reason why Charlie Harper, a Malibu-dwelling bachelor from the early 2000s, should cross paths with Sheldon Cooper in 1990s East Texas. But in television, logic often bows to legend. The episode, cleverly titled Strings Attached, was written as a surreal, dreamlike tale, taking place within one of Sheldon's rare REM cycles. It all began when he read a psychology article about the effects of chaos theory on personality development. That night, his brain, normally a fortress of rationality, opened a gateway. And through that gateway strolled Charlie Harper. A piano, a genius, and a sandwich. In this dream world, Charlie had somehow ended up in Medford as the new lounge pianist at the local Italian restaurant. When he played, the townsfolk didn't know whether to dance or blush. And somehow, despite his utter lack of academic credentials, he ended up offering life lessons at Sheldon's school. "You know what the key to happiness is, Shelley?" Charlie asked, reclining on the teacher's desk during career day. "Don't think too hard. If you can't dazzle 'em with brilliance, baffle 'em with charm." Sheldon's eye twitched. That's an irresponsible motto. One must pursue excellence through disciplined inquiry. Charlie sipped his mimosa, somehow allowed in the classroom, dream logic being what it is, and replied, "You say disciplined inquiry. I say late-night improvisation. Tomato, tomato." The surprising parallel. What made the cameo more than just a joke was the unexpected connection between Charlie and Sheldon. They were, in essence, two sides of the same coin. Charlie was all instinct, pleasure, and rhythm. Sheldon was all intellect, structure, and silence. But in Sheldon's subconscious, Charlie represented something he couldn't articulate: freedom. The ability to say what you wanted, live how you wanted, and still be admired. To Sheldon's rigid mind, Charlie was as terrifying as he was fascinating. As the dream unfolded, the two embarked on a bizarre, buddy journey across Medford. They debated philosophy in a laundromat, wrote a jingle for Professor Proton in the school's music room, and even had an impromptu duet, Charlie on piano, Sheldon on theremin. The climax of the dream came when Sheldon asked Charlie, "What's the purpose of your existence? You don't seem to contribute to science, society, or even basic sanitation." Charlie leaned back, cigarette dangling, and said, "Maybe I'm here to show you that not everything valuable fits on a chalkboard, Sheldon. Some things, you just feel." The wake-up call. Sheldon awoke with a start. He looked around his room, still filled with his encyclopedias, chemistry kits, and perfectly aligned Star Trek figurines. The dream had rattled him. Later that day, he asked his father, George, "Do you think someone can be intelligent in ways that aren't quantifiable?" George, caught off guard while pouring orange juice, looked over. "Well, sure. Like I'm pretty good at fixin' stuff. Doesn't mean I'm Einstein, but it counts." Sheldon thought about that.